How to invest $1,000 in 2019. What up, YouTube? It's your boy Jermaine back with another video. This video, let's talk about how to invest $1,000 in 2019. It's a new year, it's a new you, and I'm pretty sure someone out there has a New Year's resolution. Yo, I want to invest this year. I want to invest some money. I want to invest $1,000. Let's say you received your tax refund. I don't know if the government, I don't know if they're sending out tax refunds or not. I don't know. I haven't kept track. But let's say that you receive your tax refund and it's $3,000, and honestly, I recommend you invest it all or save majority of it. Or okay, let's say you only want to invest $1,000. Okay, $1,000. You got $1,000 to invest. So how do you invest this $1,000? How do you take this $1,000 from cash, from money that's in your hand, and how do you invest that into a company that's going to grow and make you money in the future? And just how do you do this? Like how do you do this from point A to point B? You want to take that money and you want to put it in a bank account, and then from a bank account you want to transfer it into a broker account. What is a broker account? A broker account is an account that allows you to invest in the stock market. There are tons of ways to invest. There are tons of things to invest in. You can invest in real estate, you can invest in bonds, you can invest in stocks, you can invest in future contracts, you can invest in a business. The list goes on and on and on. But in this video, we're gonna just use the example of investing in the stock market, because this is just a very, very simple way. Most people have an iPhone or an Android phone, and there's a handful of apps you can download, and you can just invest directly straight into the stock market. And this is not rocket science, and you don't have to be like super smart and graduate from Harvard just to invest in the stock market. No, you can just as long as you know how to go to the Apple iStore, you can invest in the stock market, guys. Like it's not rocket science. It's super easy. So first off, different brokers, because you're going to need a broker to invest in the stock market. Different brokers. There is Charles Schwab. There's also Vanguard. These are two old school brokers, I would call them. They charge roughly anywhere from $5 to $10 a trade. Now, what is a trade? A trade is when you purchase a stock. Let's say you want to purchase one share of Apple. That's one trade, okay? So it's going to be one trade. You want to sell one share of Apple, it's going to be one trade. So $5 to buy, $5 to sell. Let's say you want to purchase 100 shares of Apple. That's one trade. So it's still going to cost you $5 to purchase 100 shares of Apple. Let's say you want to sell 50 shares of Apple. One trade. So you get it, the trades, right? Now, the reason why I don't like to use the traditional brokers is because they charge fees. And there's different apps like Robinhood. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Robinhood. I'll show you guys the Robinhood app here. Robinhood app does not charge any fees, and that is really, really cool. Especially when you don't have a lot of money and you're just starting off. Like you don't want to be hit with like a $10 fee or a $5 fee, when you're trying to invest in different companies. And let's say you want to invest in 4 different companies or 5 different companies. Well, if you want to invest in 5 different companies and they're charging a $10 fee, that's going to eat up $50 out of your $1,000 investment. So with the Robinhood app, you can get around that, because the Robinhood app is free, so they don't charge you any fees. Pretty much the Robinhood app looks like this. Robinhood app is very, very simple to use. You can just go over to the Apple iTunes store and download it. You can also download this from the Google Play Store. This is only available in the US. This is not available in Canada. I'm so sorry to my Canadian subscribers. I know so many people have emailed me about Robinhood. Why is it not available in Canada? Guys, I don't know why it's not available in Canada. I think it's the different laws and stuff like that in different countries. But yeah, definitely the Robinhood app is really, really cool. You can buy shares of stock. You can short the stock market. You can buy ETFs. Robinhood is just very, very simple, and there's no minimum balance. If you have $10, you can transfer $10 from your bank account, and you can transfer it into your Robinhood account. And you can, if you really wanted to, you can find a stock that's under $10, and you can, invest in stocks that way. That's the Robinhood app. I really, really like to use the Robinhood app. It's one of my favorite apps to use. Robinhood app, now they have like this card that you can get, and it has something like an ATM card you can get. Well, not an ATM card, but you can use it at like stores and stuff like that. And also, if you leave money in your Robinhood account, they pay like 2% interest, which is pretty cool. Most banks don't pay 2% interest. Another app that I really like to use a lot is the Stash app. Now, the Robinhood app and Stash app, I like to use them for different reasons. Robinhood is just strictly just a savings and investing account. The Stash app, it's a savings and investing account for me to invest in real estate in the future. As of now, I live in San Francisco. I don't own anything, okay? And I look at my friends back home, like they own houses and stuff like that, and basically they own equity within the house, right? So I say to myself, since I don't own a home, I want to save money to buy a home in the future. Save money for a down payment in the future. And this is pretty much what I use my Stash app for, is to save money for the future. So every month I want to, put in a couple $100, $200, $300, $500. I want to save a little bit of money every month into my Stash app. I also want to invest it in the stock market, into real estate, different stocks, different ETFs, and I want to watch it grow over time. And when I eventually settle down, because right now I'm not settled down, I'm just traveling, and right now I'm just backpacking, I'm hanging out in Europe, and I'm like, look, I need to make an investment video because it's 2019, and my last investment video did really good, so I thought I would make a new one. So the whole idea is when I eventually settle down, I'll have money saved aside, off to the side here, and this money has grown in this account, and I can use this money to put down on a down payment for a house. And this is money that I would have saved and invested every month over the long term, over the course of years. And I sort of look at my Stash account as sort of an equity account. How I have friends who have bought houses and they have been paying, their mortgage, and their home value has went up, and they have equity in their house, and let's say they need to take out money to do something. They can just take out, a couple $1,000s, or they can take out $10,000 and they can go, remodel something here, or they can take out $10,000 and go do this, or they can, do whatever, And I kind of look at this Stash account like this because, I have money in my Stash account, and if I needed a couple $1,000s to do something, or if I wanted to buy a car or something like that, I could, pull the money out and use it. Or I could just, leave the money there and let the money grow, and, eventually use it to put the money down on a house, like my original plan. But it's nice to have options, and it's kind of nice to have different accounts sometimes. Now, another cool thing about the Stash app, especially if you're starting off and you only have $1,000, is let's say you want to invest in a company like Alphabet. Or I know a lot of people don't know what Alphabet is, but Google, technically their new name is Alphabet on the stock exchange. So if you want to invest in Google, Google is over $1,000 per share, and let's say you only have $50, okay, and you want to invest in Google. You know what you can do on the Stash app? You can actually invest in Google. So here it is. Here, this is Alphabet. I have $50 invested, and as you can see, I own just a little bit of Google, just a little bit. Now that's one cool thing about the Stash app. Now the Stash app, unlike the Robinhood app is completely free. Stash app, they charge $1 per month, which is $12 a year, which is still not bad, especially the fact that you can purchase fractional shares, and you can also receive dividends through the Stash app. It's really, really simple to use. Tons of different stocks and ETFs to choose from. So definitely keep the Stash app in mind. Next up, you either have a Charles Schwab account, a Vanguard account, a Robinhood account, an Acorns account, a Stash app. You have some sort of account. Now you're trying to figure out what stocks to choose. How do I pick stocks? How do I pick stock? What stocks to pick? Now I can't just sit here and tell you what stocks to pick, but what I can do is I can sort of give you an idea. Now, if I'm explaining the stock market to someone who doesn't know the stock market at all, the first thing I would say to them is I would probably say the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones is basically a group of 30 companies, 30 American companies that are grouped together, and it's this large number. Basically, all these companies represent the overall stock market, and when the Dow Jones is doing good, when all these companies are doing good, when they're in the green, that means the Dow is up. When the Dow is down, that means a lot of these companies are in the red, and a lot of these companies are not doing good. That's one way you can sort of judge the stock market, is how the Dow is doing. If the Dow is in the red, that pretty much means that the overall stock market is in the red, and if the Dow is in the green, vice versa, that typically means the overall stock market is in the green. Once again, there's 30 companies on the Dow. These companies are typically safe, secure companies. A few companies on the Dow that I really like are Boeing, Apple. Okay, so a lot of these companies pay dividends, which is really, really nice. Now, you won't necessarily see a lot of high growth. You won't necessarily see a 100% growth per year on a Dow company. Usually Dow companies are a bit more stable, meaning that you're not going to see large fluctuations. Like you probably won't wake up tomorrow and see some Dow company down 50%, but you also won't wake up tomorrow morning and see some Dow company up 50%, because Dow companies are just, I mean, they're just kind of safe, secure. Other companies that are found on the Dow Jones list is Caterpillar. This is a company that sells like machinery, like building equipment. This is one thing that the U.S. actually exports to the world. McDonald's, of course, IBM, Johnson & Johnson, Cisco Systems, Boeing. We have ExxonMobil. We have Walmart Corporation, Chevron Corporation, Verizon. Health United. This is one of the largest health insurance companies in the U.S. I don't think most people have never probably have even heard of it, or just don't know what they do. We also have Disney, we have Home Depot, and we have Walgreens. I'm not going to go through every single company, but you can basically look at the Dow Jones and just tell, like, okay, the market's good, the market's bad. Now, when should you invest? Now, this is a good question. Guys, there is no perfect time to invest. Like there is no perfect time to invest, because if you look at the markets and say, okay, right now the markets is so high, okay, it's high today, it may be high today, and if you invest today, 10 years from now, that high is not even gonna look high, okay? So it really depends on like how long you're talking about. Like when is it a good time? Like in time in the market, I don't recommend you to time the market. Rule of thumb, Dow companies are going to be typically safer. A lot of Dow companies pay dividends. Dividends are really nice because it's money that the company pays you every month just for holding shares in the company. Dividends may not be a whole lot of money like right when you get the stock, but if you hold a stock long term, the amount of the dividend slowly increases a lot. For example, when you first invest in a dividend stock, the dividend yield may be 2%. As time go on and as the stock price continues to increase, the yield on the dividend increases. So at first, you had a 2% yield. But 2 years, 3 years from now, that yield is at 10%. So now you're getting 10% on the shares that you own instead of 2%. And this is because you've held on to it for so long. You bought the shares at a much lower price than what they are today. And now they're still paying you on the dividend yield at that smaller price that you bought years ago. So that's another thing about dividend stocks. And if you keep investing, if you keep reinvesting the dividend back into the shares, it's only going to get better and better, and it's only going to grow and grow over time. That's one hidden little secret about dividends. Maybe I should make a video like going more into detail about the hidden trick of the hidden trick of the dividend yield, because man, that yield can really set you up really good later on down the road. And then there's also high growth stocks. High growth stocks are like tech companies, these companies that, like Facebook and Google and Square, high growth companies. Companies can kind of be risky because they can go up a lot. And if something can go up a lot, that means it can go down a lot too. I would say put $200 here, $200 there, $200 here, and $200 here. I would say pick an ETF. An ETF is basically a basket of stocks. Okay, an ETF, you may have 5 different tech companies together, or you may have maybe 5 different medical companies, or maybe 5 different real estate trusts all in one basket lumped together. I would say put like $200, invest it into a company like that. Invest $200 more into a company that pays dividends. Invest $200 more into a high growth company, something such as Facebook or Amazon or Google or you know, one of those tech companies. What is a REIT? A REIT is basically a basket of it's like a real estate portfolio. It could be an office building, or it could be condos. And when the tenants pay rent every month, if you own part of that REIT, you would receive a little bit of the dividend every month. So I would say, you know, put $200 there, and then you may have another $200 left over, and I would say you would you know, hold $200. You would leave $200 in cash. So this way you have 20% left in cash. Why I say leave 20% left over in cash? Let's say that the markets go down. Well, if the markets go down, now you got a little bit left over to purchase some more shares at a lower price. And also, just in case, just leave some money on the side. You don't necessarily have to spend all of your money. You can leave a little bit of money in your broker account. There's nothing wrong with that at all. So let's get ready to wrap this video up. You got $1,000 now. You wouldn't put your $1,000 away. It's gonna grow every month. You're gonna add a little bit more to it. It's gonna continue to grow. You know, you're gonna get some dividends. You know, you never know. The stocks you investing in, they're gonna go up. They're gonna split. You know, you're gonna get some more shares. Your money gonna grow, and that's pretty much how you start. You start with $1,000. You add a little bit more. Everything continues to grow. You get richer. You make more money, and yeah, and it all started with $1,000. So anyway, like, comment, subscribe. If you guys need any of these apps, like I got links in the description below. Just go check out the Google Play Store, the iTunes Store, or the Google Play Store. And thanks a lot for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace out, yo.